So the Bethel Indian Education Camp was a 3-day camp designed for our Indian Ed students, our Title VI students in the Bethel School District, and we provided them with 3 days of cultural activities and enrichment.
It's really important to have a culture camp for our students so that they're in community with each other and are able to connect to their culture in a setting that historically has underserved our Native youth.
I think it's important to do things for culture in schools because it gives us a chance to be able to be a part of our culture.
We're really unique that we have about 5 tribal members who are teachers in this district who are really involved, and so those 5 strong Indigenous educators were able to really take this camp and run with it, providing opportunities that otherwise wouldn't be accessible for our students. It allows students to connect to their culture, to connect that to their educational experience, to be in community with each other, and to see positive role models who look like them using their culture in a way that ties with their education.
We wove baskets, and some students had these big, beautiful baskets, and some were little and small with designs, and make and sew ribbon skirts and ribbon shirts. So we had 18 to 20 sewing machines so that they could eventually wear this regalia to events in the community.
My favorite part of Culture Camp was making ribbon shirts.
And we made fry bread. We learned about traditional ecological plants in the Willamette Valley. We took a field trip out to Mount Pisgah, and some of those traditions don't show up as much in public schooling, and so we could provide them with opportunities to think back on traditional practices and current practices of our Native community members.
And when you have only Native students grouped up together, it can turn into something really good.
It helps students and it helps kids open up to their culture more.
A lot of students shared with us about how important it was for them to have these opportunities and would love to see these more throughout our schooling and throughout our curriculum practices. And so students were highly engaged, didn't want to leave, and asked if the next year we could move the camp from 1 week to 2 weeks.
I would like to have a culture camp because it was fun and I'd like it to be longer.